Greetings! Welcome to me and Tarot. Well, this is the 1st Jan 2017 and I'm going to make a new announcement for all the people who are watching this video or whatever. It's like I'm going to make weekly readings on every Sunday. So it will last from the Sunday to the coming Saturday and then again a new reading for the Sunday. So this process will go on every Sunday. So I'm just trying to make a new commitment since this first day of this new era. At the same time, I'll be doing daily reads for every day. So first, let's focus on this reading. Now, what will be focused in the weekly reading? The first major aspect that will be focused in the weekly reading is about the mixture of two oracle decks. The first one is Major and Minor Oracle, the primary one, who has the name that is Me and You. And the second one is Universal Energy, which I submitted somehow in my certain videos. Now, the second amazing thing which is included into this video is that I separated the cards from straight to the reversed. Earlier I used to do the amalgamation. The way I received the cards I can put it down, but now I'm trying to take the straight cards here and the reverse card there. So first I'll read the straight cards, then I'll go for the reverse cards. So that is something, and then I will come to know about how is it going to help every one of us. So let's start. This is reading for the feminine from this Sunday to the coming Saturday. Now, the first card for you is Candlelight. Candlelight is something which connects you to your soul movements. Somewhere I could feel like that if there has been a depression you have been dealing with, or kind of feelings when you have been sentimental, then you're trying to connect with yourself, with your aura, with your soul. Soul is the primary object of creation. You are going to create something within yourself. Just like, say, the first time you've fallen in love with your twin flame, and there have been moments when you have been looking into each other's eyes. At that time, the time for you has been poised. That is the time when you connected with your soul. So this is a time when you're going to connect with your soul, but then you have certain questions in your mind. Because during this time, if something has happened like depression movement or in the past month, past year, or past years, whatever it has been, if you were holding on to it, so this week you are trying to look at it, you will try to look at a glimpse at that kind of period, and you could hold on to certain moments. Those moments could be positive, could be opposite to positive, but then it is a kind of relaxing thing. Relaxing, just like, say, we can look at the sun very early in the morning when it is not that hot. It is very soothing for our eyes, but then we can't look at it when it's hot at 12 or even at 10. So similarly, Candlelight is a process when you are trying to connect with your soul to ask the question, what am I looking for? What is that question which I'm looking for an answer? What is this question? So simply you're looking for an answer, but you don't know where it is. The answer is lying within your heart. You just try to look for it. The second card for you is Someone is Interfering. Someone is Interfering is a card for you. There could be the possibility that some energies could be around you, revolving around you without letting you know. This is a kind of thing when you are trying to understand what is the reason that you are feeling sometimes depressed, obsessed, or without any emotion. Because certain energies could connect with you and could misguide you. For example, say it's a time when you need to call your husband or call your lover, but you feel like, no, why should I? Or it's like, okay, I will call him later. So thereby the moment goes off and you feel like, what happened is just you just let the moment pass on. Now into that moment, suppose any other energy is working on your twin flame or with your lover, whatever, then it will guide him to the next entrance. He could think like that, she didn't contact me. What is meant by that? Does she care for me or not? Suppose even for that time he went to take a break. there is a possibility he could meet someone. So this way some energy is around you. So I don't find any kind of human potential around you, that no any human interference is there, but it's kind of some kind of energy could be there. So just try to look for that, and you will need to recognize that. Once you recognize that, just try to ask for angelic help. It could be like calling for Michael, calling for Gabriel will be release and clear all the difficulties in your life. Now the next card for you is the beautiful one, me and you, for the third step. Well, that is a wonderful card for you, because me and you is showing that you really have the kind of connection with your masculine, and you're trying to focus on it. Just what you require is to hold on to the feeling. Like many people just hold on to the feeling inside and never express it outside. But this time, do not wait for it. If you have a feeling, just share it. This is the first day and everyone is sending emotions. You could feel like, if I send a greeting card to my lover, he could feel like I'm ordinary. No, you are extraordinary. Your heart knows that. But because of this, if you did not send the message to him, what will happen? Your emotions, your feelings will be kept within. What we say is that when you send something through divine or through spiritual world, saying that this is my feeling, which will be reciprocated to him, but then who will do that? You can send it to angels, you can send it to your beloved spiritual what to say it's like spiritual guides, whatever. But then the question is that, what are you looking for exactly? When me and you can't come, that means there is a time when you could celebrate your moments together. Now even if you went back to the moment which happened, say in the last year, just 3 to 4 days before, or a week before, years before, when you and your twin or the person you love have been together, if you went into that moment, thinking about that moment, then you will re-emerge yourself into that moment. This way you will create a new angle in your life celebrating me and you. But what I say is that if you try to connect with your lover, sending your emotions, this will reach out to him. Now what matters is that the way he will reach out to you, or he will react to you, that is something different. What you need to do is to share something with your twin. The next card for you is it's music. So again, you get a kind of new card for you, saying that you need to understand your own feelings. It's music is like, be within yourself the way you have been. What do you want it to be? Whatever it could be. Say for example, you are standing there somewhere in the mall and your twin or your husband, your lover says that I'll just be back in 5 minutes. Now what will you do for that 5 minutes? You could think like that, I will meet someone, or someone will greet me, or I will just shop for something, or you could look for some videos, or you could listen to music, whatever it could have been. Just be yourself. For that 5 minutes, this world is yours. Now you're just thinking about that 5 minutes. What I'm saying is that this 5 minutes is being enlarging, just like say it could be 5 days, 5 months, 5 years. What do you want to be? What do you want to do in your spare time? That is what it suggests is music. So celebrate yourself, whatever it could be. You want to read a book, do it. You want to dance, do it. You want to sing along, you can do it. Just be yourself, because your identity is the biggest one. For example, if you want to become a cheerleader, or if you want to become a sports star, sportsperson, or even a pop star, or whatever, a kind of public figure, you could feel like that, how will I do that? How will I stand myself before all those people? But then one day you will be able to stand before millions of people doing a concert. Now you could feel like that, okay, I'm very, very, very much special. But at that moment, your fan, every fan of yours is thinking about you, because you become the part of his life. Now you don't become extraordinary, you become his part of life. That is the ordinary part of him, which is extraordinary within. So this is the kind of connection between ordinary and extraordinary. If you figure it out, then you will become yourself. what you do is that you just let the time go. That is something which you need to avoid during this week. The next card for you is birthday celebration. So somewhere you're going to connect with your feelings. Is there something you need to celebrate with? You don't need a kind of specific birthday, but if a birthday is coming, then it's the best chance for you to reunite. At the same time, you will celebrate some numerous occasions like some days, or you could send some e-cards to your friends, to your lover, saying that this is a specialty of this day. I'm just sending it to you because I think about you, I miss you, I love you, whatever. The next card for you is speechless. During a celebration, during this party, you could go through the kind of moments and emotions where you would try to figure it out, what is exactly happening in my life. You could become speechless, but that's a part of revealing your true colors. Like say, if your twin always asks you to say something, there is a time when you feel that I don't want to say something, I want to listen something from you. Or suppose your twin expect that you should always work for him, you could feel that that's enough, I had worked enough, or I had been in home, now I want to be with you, I want to be celebrating something, or I want to enjoy each and every moment. Let's shop something, let's just go wander somewhere, let's just drive together. This is something that you could expect, and here you could be speechless. That is, you will keep the moments within. You will not share it with him, but you will keep it within. That is the card for you. Next card for you is emotional comeback. This card is something which is connecting you to your past memories. It could be related to your hurts, where you could feel like that. Is it always me who always do the comeback, or it is me who only does the comeback? So here you could figure it out about your aggressive nature. If you have taken a step, you will think about it, or you will think about reuniting with your twin. If you have been living together happily, then this is the time when you will try to figure it out. Let's connect with our memories, whatever they have been good or bad. Let's just reunite with them, let's celebrate something regarding it. So this is a kind of phase that will enter in your life when you will try to figure it out how to connect with the memories of the periods in your life. The next card for you is I want my relationship back. This is a card which connects to you on your basic need. For example, say if you require any friendship or any friendly advice, then you will try to connect with your friends. If you think that your twin requires your help or your need, or he wants you in his life, then this is the time when you will try to give him the time. So I guess 20% chance is that your twin is connected with you on this card. He will need your help. 30% is you are requiring a friendship community in your life. 50% is when you need to give yourself some leisure time. So I want my relationship back. For you, it could be like I want my real life back in my heart, the way you have been living your life. So it is connecting with candlelight and also with its music, where you need to reunite within. For example, say you always look at your twin's eyes, and suppose one day your twin asks, what is that in my eyes? Why do you always stare at me? He just asked some question to you, and he just left for office. Now suppose you're also working somewhere, or you're waiting for him. Now he will return from his office after 9 to 10 hours. For him, this time could be like he's just passing it by, but then you are thinking about him for this much. Suppose he came back and he just found you at the same place waiting for him. He could shout at you, saying that, why did you wait for me? Now, he didn't shout at you thinking that you wasted the time. He shouted at you because he wanted you to do something for yourself, to dwell into your life. Suppose after 2-3 days or after 2-3 weeks your mom called you or your friends called you, or because of something you needed to go out. Now it's leave for say 5 days, or you are away from your home for 5 days or 10 days. Now in that time your twin will understand your importance. During daytime he is thinking about you, but at the night time he is without anything, and he will definitely ask that please come back. This is where you are trying to go. Now this is about the straight cast. Now we'll go for the straight cast with another deck, that is universal messages. Now the first card from is amazing wink. So you will try to connect with someone, a kind of friend who will give you kind of a very critical advice or very chunky advice, where you will try to figure it out what is that. So that friend could be your well-known friend, or it could be a web page or an image which you will see just while surfing, and you will say that yes, that's what I require. So somewhere you will try to figure it out how to do that, or how to let it enter in your life. For example, how to become successful, or you will read a blog about the true twin flame connection. So somewhere when you go through this, you will just think about that is what I require in my life. So this is kind of an enchantment that you require and that will enter in your life. The next card for you is what you miss. So this point you are trying to figure it out, the connection between you and your lover. So even if you're together or you're away, you will try to figure it out, that what is that parameter which you miss the most. So it could be like you need more love, or you need more seduction. So whatever it could be, you will try to figure it out. The next card for you is let us stand up. Now let us stand up is where you need to connect with your ego. This time I get the connection that you need to figure it out, and you need to raise your ego up to certain standards. That ego could lead you to remove your stress. Sometimes we need to handle our ego so well so that we can stand with utmost height and with utmost self-esteem. For example, say sometimes it's very bad to raise your ego, but at this moment in this week you will need to handle your ego well, because this will in a way will return your favor, will give you the best things in life. So just try to figure it out. The next card for you is sleepless nights. This is a universal message where universe is telling you that if you really think about your twin, even if your twin is by your side and you're thinking about him, why don't you share? This is the question. Why don't you share? You don't require his money, you don't require anything, you just want him. And the critical thing is that you don't want to ask him, you want him to give it to you. That is something which, but that is beyond his understanding. For example, say a person is passing by. I think I had given the example, but I'm just giving it again. Say a person just passing by and there's a shop. It belongs to cars, and the person is, the shopkeeper is looking at, okay, this person is just coming and going every day. You could think that, okay, he's going for office, but actually the person outside wants to take the ride, but he can't because he feels like, I don't have that money to buy this car. But because of that, he is not letting his emotions to know. But if the shopkeeper knows, he could feel like, okay, just take the test round, test it, and just tell me, how do you feel that? That's it. I don't expect you to buy. This car is here for evaluation purpose. It is that simple. So somewhere you need to understand that whatever you feel, you need to just let it pass on within your twin flame connection. The next card for you is I need your hug. Here you are trying to be critical with yourself. Very much critical, because this card gives you a kind of direct statement that you need your lover within. You want to connect with him. When you will give him a hug, or you will receive a hug, you will connect with his warmth. Just like, say, in the winter season, What if you do not have a blanket or kind of fur coat with you? What will happen to you? If there is a snowfall, what do you feel? What do you think? The same thing is happening, but when you get a hug, you will remove all those things and you will get a very big warmth in your heart. That you need to do, but that is what not happening in your life. You could feel like that. This is the message given to you by the universe, that you feel this, but you don't express that. So that is a critical thing with you. The next card for you is dream destination. Now, dream destination is something which you need to understand. You dream about something, about union, but what kind of union do you have? For example, in this twin flame community, you will find numerous readings, like some people about emotional, some people say about emotional reunion, about physical reunion, about someone say about spiritual, and some say about sexual reunion. If it is a sexual reunion you are looking for, you're thinking about, this is not wrong at all, because this is between you and your lover. That is a very simple aspect. Somewhere I read in a website that a person was telling that with you and your lover, or between husband and wife, there is no any kind of secrecy. So you could even sleep naked, because there is nothing to hide. It really has in-depth thing, and it's really big word, because sometimes what happens that you just don't want that to hurt your lover's feelings. For example, say that your husband recently had a fight with his friend, and now you just come to know that your friend's wife or your friend's child is in need, or say his friend is in need of financial crisis, whatever, and you know that is a genuine thing, so you want to help him out, but then how could you do that? Because your husband will get angry, so you hide it from your husband. But at the moment when he comes to know, he could become angry, he could shout at you, but then when he comes to know the real reason, he could say that I'm really sorry. But till the time you kept it hidden from your husband, it gave you kind of itching in your heart. So you are bearing the pain since that moment. Was that really needed? What if you said that I'm going to help him because he is going through this kind of thing, and I know that you will say yes only. You will say that of course you could help, I could help him, right? So this is the kind of connection to you. And the final one is running away. Running away is like you're trying to run from your own understanding. Say in twin flame or in love relationship, what is required is that to stay and to be grounded. Say it's a very good example I just getting in. It's like, say if you want to take a lift, okay, or if you want to stop the bus, there is a bus stop over there, you need to stop the bus, but then what you need to do is to present there at the moment. Suppose you just feel like that, okay, I should visit the nearby shop and I just want to have a biscuit or whatever. You just went there, and that moment just the bus passed by. What will you think? You need to wait for another 1 hour or 2 hours, and you don't know that even the bus will come or not. So here is something that you are escaping from that moment, though that moment could be leading you to look for other great or important things in your life, but then the moment which really escaped from your hand will not come back. So pay attention to it. So this is about the straight cards. Now let's look at the reverse cards for you. So the reverse card from the major and minor oracle decks are the first one, that is waiting. So you have been waiting for a longer time, but you know, sometimes it could lead to pain, and that is really chaotic in your life. How to say that? Say that you are a traveler, okay, and you just really meet a group of musicians. Now they just want to do rehearsal, so in the bus they are doing it, You could say that, okay, let's continue. So suppose the traveling is around 10 hours. They play it for 5 minutes and they stop. You said, okay. Then again they played for 10 minutes. Now they're playing for more than 30 minutes. You just get a really big headache. The music is good, but this is not the time to hear to it, and you are listening to it compulsory. This is not a private bus. This is where all the people are there from every field. So many people get irritated, but no one tried to tell them. The same thing is happening with you. When you have been waiting for so much longer time, now you are becoming chaotic. And now you are just about to tell this, but then what is the use of telling him? Right? What is the use of telling to your musculan? Because your musculan is really going through some big things. He didn't ask you to wait. Like the musician didn't ask you to listen. They could say that we were just playing. Why did you listen? And you could have told us earlier, we could have left this bus. Now there is no use. We are going to play. So if he is going to say that, what will you do? So waiting is going to be a critical card for you. So just think about it. The next card for you is love is that holding you. This is reverse. So it's like, if there has been a quality you have been longing for, the big question is that, is it really worthy or is it really unworthy? For example, say you have a child. Let's say he's a teenager and you love him too much. And because of that, whatever he does, even a kind of nuisance or even small things messing up, you just said, okay, let it go. Even his teachers ask you that he's not doing well. You said, he will study. So you just push him to study, but you do not do anything. Like, do not punish him or you do not criticize him. So what will happen? Someday he will really get failure in his life because he didn't know how to handle the life, because there is you who is taking care of him. What if one day you get away from him? The same thing is there. Love is that holding you. That is good. You respect love. That is good. But that respect should not be your negative side. Love is the most powerful one, which leads to success, which gives us enormous power, but that power will come when it is mutual. When we say that we love the universe or we love the nature, because nature already loves you, universe already loves you, but when you say that I love someone, then that someone should reciprocate this feeling with you. If that person is not doing this with you, then what? Then you're waiting and you're saying that I'm having this feeling, but then what about him? This is the big issue and concern. The next card for you is bike ride reversed. You could have been traveling throughout your life, but this time you will try to lessen your traveling, or you will try to remove your interest from the positive things. So suppose you have been good at singing, you have been good at understanding, you have been good at watching television or serials. You could feel like that I'm wasting my time, so I will take this time away and I will not watch any more movies. But this is really irritating you, because this is you and you need to be the way you have been. If you are very good at traveling, do it. If someone says that you're wasting time and money, what do you get from this traveling? You get love, you get fun. That is your decision. Some people become travel agent because they like traveling. That's it. Because of their passion, they choose this profession. Some people become musicians because they really like music. Similarly, whatever you need to do in your life, just pay attention to it and do not seek removal of yourself. This week you will try to remove your interest at all. The next card for you is hurt within. That is a critical card for you ever. See, hurt within, it's something which you need to understand. If you have been hurted, it's okay. What if you just think about it again and again and again. You will not understand this without this example. Say your friend was there in hospital. You just rush to that place. You just meet him. You ask what happened, and he told you that there was a bike accident. You were just going on his date. Accident happened. Now he's in hospital. His date vanished. It didn't happen. He lose the love, he lose the life, and now he has to bed rest for 48 days. Now, what if during those 48 days, every single time whoever comes to meet him, on his behalf, you are going to say that, oh, he has this, and now because of that he has done this, he is going through this, and he had lost interest, his date just went away, and now he's becoming chaotic. What will happen? It will all put the negative situation before him. The same thing is happening in your life. If you say that I'm hurt within, you say it again and again and again. What is the use? Really, what is the use? For example, say you want to cook something. Now, there's a specific time limit given that on this kind of flame you should cook for 30 minutes. That's it. What if you cook for 30 minutes, then again, okay, I'll need to cook 30 minutes. Okay, I need to cook 30 minutes. This will go in vain totally. Or if you have to ride for 30 kilometers, you say that, okay, again 30, then again 30, then again 30. You will never reach your destination. You will just create chaotic situation coming back in your life. So, if you have a hurt within, face it, remove it, that's it. If you ever believe that if you ever face your hurt, thereby you're going to lose your twin flame, this will not happen at all. Many times you have been angry with your mother, your father, your sibling. Still you talk to them. Why? Maybe they might have stopped talking to you on certain occasions, but not at all forever. But then why to do this? If you think about getting hurt within, then just remove this hurt. Remove it. For example, say your car or your bike has silencer and now it has lost its place. What will you do? You will fix it, or you will just let it be the way it has been? You will fix it, right? Then if you have this kind of practical understanding, then why do you lose this focus about yourself? You're really going to hurt yourself if you let yourself to do hurt within every day. Do not remember the hurt, remove it. The next card for you is planning. Hold my hand. Hold my hand is where you're going to connect with a childlike symbol in your life. Also, 40% is about child, 60% about your husband with whom you are going to make a family. This is a reverse card, so if it has been a dramatic something happened in your life which led you to a devastating situation, why do you think about it? Why? Hold my hand is a positive card and positive thing, but when you take it in negative or in a reverse manner, then you're going to think about it in a reverse way, right? I mean, say if you want to drive the car straight or reverse, you will need to maintain the speed. On the first gear, you can't drive 90 kilometers. You can drive it just with 2 to 10 kilometers speed. There is something limit to it. You need to understand. But when you say that I want to hold my hand, then you need to make the preparation. Say if someone had a major accident and the person is not able to walk, doesn't mean the person will not be able to walk throughout in his life. He will be able to walk, she will be able to walk, but then it will require time. You can give him inspiration, aspiration, willingness, acceptance, whatever, positivity, but then doesn't mean that next moment you should stand on your feet. What did you say and why did you say that? Why did you try to collapse him even before he could walk on his feet? The same thing is happening with you. The next card for you is planning. You are not at all planning in a way. And this week there will be moments when you will miss planning yourself, like you will misfigure about planning. There will be some things which will go beyond your understanding, that why is this happening in your life. So some kind of planning which will you do in your life, this could go in vain and you could criticize yourself. Do not do it. Sometimes some moments are just meant to be to spend like that. So you just caught yourself in traffic, doesn't mean it's a bad decision. Maybe something could happen. Say if you reach to a place, you could have some fight, you could have some harsh words. Instead of that, you're spending this time into this traffic. Why not? Accept it. The next card for you is you are moving away. You are moving away. It's somewhere you know that this is happening. You are trying to release your relationship or your fear. Understand, there are two things. Either your relationship or fear. Fear is 40%, relationship is 60%. Now, this relationship could be like, say, a casual or temporary relationship. So suppose you just feel like that, I had set a temporary relationship breakage with my twin flame, or I just made a kind of friendship relationship with him, then you will break it and you will come into a real existing relationship with your twin flame. Did you understand what did I say? It's like, say, you are together in relationship, but you just feel like that he's not giving you time. So just say that, okay, for the time being, let's become friends, only friends. But in a way, in this week, you will break it out and you will again become twin. And in a critical way, you will think about losing this relationship at all, because you could feel like that, what am I getting through this relationship? At the same moment, you could release your fears. This fear could be about not talking to him, not communicating with him, releasing him, not blaming him or blaming him, whatever fear you have been holding inside, you will try to release it. That is the negative when you are not trying to release it. If you release it, that will become positive. The next card for you is say something. So you are actually not appearing before your lover. It's like, say, you got telescope and you're trying to find the moon, or you're trying to find a bird through binoculars, and just as soon as you focus, the bird just gets disappeared. What is meant by that? Won't you be annoyed with this? The same thing is happening with him. You are not saying anything to him. I mean, how could you say, or how could you predict that he will say this thing only to you? I mean, through experience you could say that, but not everything. We are not expert, but we could figure it out what will happen. But this is a world filled with billions of people, billions of animals, billions of species, and who are we to judge all those things? Many times we just say that, oh man, the time is passing on, I just didn't get enough time for myself. When we do not get time for ourselves in a particular way, how would we be able to evaluate someone who has different understanding, different perceptions about life? See? So just try to drop this idea and try to share something. The next card for you is money in mind. So this could be a kind of frustrated thing when you will think about money, like, what is happening in my life? Am I really looking or paying attention to money? Whatever it is, you want to be creative, do it. Be it, but then do not look at it negatively. With money, you can make many things. But without money, you can do amazing things, because your mind is given to you by the universe and not by mind, not by money. With money, you can buy something for physical aspect, but for spiritual aspect, you will only need to use your soul. So be the best to yourself. Look at the money through a different parameter. When you will need to invest your mind into it, then you will equalize with situation. Just think about it. Now, this is all about your major and minor oracle cards. Now, let's look at the reverse card from the Universal Messages Tarot or Oracle deck. The first card is Light Flash reversed. So you could connect with someone, have a harsh words exchange between you and your lover, or somewhere when something opposite to positive happen in your life with your twin flame relationship, just try to let it go. Just try to let it go. For example, say you're just trying to drive the car, and suddenly you see that a cat is passing on, or people are just passing on, so you put on brakes and you wait for them. As soon as the road gets clear, you drive again. What happened? What happened exactly? It was really a kind of blockage, but then you let it pass on. When it went away, you are free to drive again. The same thing you require. Whatever imagination, whatever image comes in your mind, release it. Do not accept it. Release it. And when you do that, it is the best. For example, say you're the person with whom you always had harsh words exchanged. You decided to just smile. That's it. Not to talk, smile. What happened? Nothing. He will just go on his way. But if you say something, hey, what's you doing, huh? And he could share some emotions, and then again a fight. So what happened? What is the use? The next card for you is enlarging world. You will try to escape from the world and become like a rabbit and somewhere hide yourself. This is because you could feel like that. What am I getting from my emotional world? No one is looking for me. No one is thinking about me. This is because you are not in tune with proper people. For example, say there are two concerts going on at almost same time. Say one is at 7, one is at 8. One with the rock band, one with the pop band. People have been divided into two categories now. If you expect that your friend who went to pop band, he should come to you and talk to you when you are actually into the rock band concert, how is it going to happen? Tell me. So enlarging world is to connect with people. What happens if your friend is not there? There are millions of people along with you. Just try to communicate with them, dance with them, sing along with them, be with them, become a part of your life. So just try to connect with the right people. It is that simple. Say if you want to learn any language, say English, Hindi, whatever, you need to connect with its alphabets. What if you connect with something different? Any other different language? Is it going to help you? It is as simple. Say your parents said that you should study and you're actually playing game. What is the use of that? The next card for you is getting illusion. So somewhere you could feel like that something is happening. He is cheating you, or he is just missing you, or he is just going against your wish, or he is saying tata, goodbye, or whatever he has done in a negative way. This is something which is chaotic and which is not totally true. You're just relying on this, but this is confusing thing. Illusion is like letting your mind play with yourself, just like virtual reality. If you wear the glasses, you could feel that yes, now I'm the hero and I'm doing it, but then this is a virtual reality. In real, you just have 50 to 40 kgs. What are you going to do? You don't even know how to protect yourself, how to use karate. But you never fight with sword. But then in VR you can do that, because this is VR only. So just think about it. Getting illusion is something which you need to avoid. Stick with the practical world. And the final card for you, say hello reversed. So there will be universe who is sending you and pushing you to connect with your lover. You just need to say one thing, hello or hi. The way you always address your lover, just do it, and then find the way he responds to you. Don't think about that. What if he says negative? What if he says I don't want to talk to you? What if he says I have allergy with you? This is something beyond understanding. It is just like, say I had traffic on that road yesterday and even a day before. That means it will also be today. Who says that? Ask your friend. He will say that no, there's no traffic. It's totally clear now. How does it happen now? Is it a miracle? Miracles happen in life. You just need to understand them, accept them, go with them and catch them. Do not release them. So try to communicate with your lover and you will see some really good things in your life. This concludes your reading for the week feminine. I'll soon add another reading for masculine. Till then, thank you, take care, and lots of blessings. Do share and do comment and do send email messages if you need to say something to me. Thank you, take care, and lots of blessings.